Hi everyone, in this video I am going to explain you about the division Gymnospermae. Gymnosperms. The Gymnosperms, gymnas means naked, sperma means seed, and plants in which the ovule are not enclosed by any ovary wall and remain exposed both before and after fertilization. Study of gymnosperms known as gymnospermology. Main plant body of gymnosperm is divided into root, stem and leaves. The roots are generally tap roots. Note, roots in some genera have fungal association in the form of mycorrhiza in pinus plants, while in some others like cycas, small specialized roots called coralloid roots are associated with nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria or blue-green algae. In cycas, roots are of two types, the two taproot and coralloid roots. The stems are unbranched in cycas, branched in pinus and citrus. The leaves may be simple or compound. In cycas, the pinnate leaves persist for few years. The leaves in gymnosperms are well adapted to extreme conditions like temperature, humidity and wind. In conifers, the needle-like leaves reduces the surface area. Their thick cuticle and sunken stomata also helps to reduce water loss. Gymnosperms and angiosperms are collectively included under spermatophyta, which means seed-bearing plants. Gymnosperms are naked seeded plants. That means no fruit formation takes place in these plants. In gymnosperm, embryo and seed formation takes place, but no fruit formation occurs. Gymnosperms are very limited in distribution. They are mainly found in cold regions. Especially in India, gymnosperms are found on Himalayan mountains. They usually occur on slopes of mountain in cold region. Therefore, gymnosperms are xerophytic plants. All gymnosperms are vascular plants. Therefore, vascular tissue, xylem and phloem both are present. Xylem lacks vessels, phloem lacks companion cells. Note, exceptionally in xylem of Neetum, Ephedra, Welwitschia, true vessels are present. Secondary growth takes place in gymnosperms. Stem, so gymnosperm stem is woody. Most of the gymnosperms are arborescent, which means woody and tree habit, but some are present as shrubs, example Ephedra. Some gymnosperms are liana or woody climbers, example Neetum vola. Life cycle of gymnosperms. All gymnosperms are heterosporous plants. They produce two kinds of haploid spores, such as microspores and megaspores, within microsporangium and megasporangium respectively. Sporangia are borne on sporophylls, which are arranged spirally along an axis to borne lax, which means loose, or compact strobili or cones. Strobili bearing microsporophylls and microsporangia are called microsporangiate cones or male strobili or male cone. Within microsporangium, many microspore mother cells are present, which undergoes meiosis and forms microspores. These microspores are haploid. Germination of microspore takes place within microsporangium called endosporic germination. Microspore develop into pollen grain, which is also called male gametophyte, which is reduced and confined to made of only a limited number of cells. Example, in cycas 5 cells and in pinus 6 cells. Development of pollen grains occurs within microsporangium. The cones are strobili bearing cluster group of megasporophylls with megasporangia called female cones. When the male and female cones are produced on the same tree, the member is known as monoecious condition. Example, pinus. When the male and female cones are megasporophylls are born on different trees, the member is called dioecious. Example, cycas. In cycas, male cones and megasporophylls are born on different tree, so it is dioecious. In gymnosperm, the megasporangium is made of a diploid tissue also called nucellus. It is covered with integument, hence this composite structure is called integumented megasporangium or ovule. One cell of nucellus, which is in diploid condition, 2n, differentiated into megaspore mother cell, and it undergoes meiosis to form haploid megaspores. 3 of them are degenerate. 1 megaspore remains functional. The functional megaspore germinate inside the megasporangium, which is called endosporic germination, and develops into a multicellular female gametophyte, also called endosperm, which is haploid condition N. The female gametophyte produces 2 or more archegonia or female sex organs in one ovule. This multicellular but less developed female gametophyte is retained within the megasporangium or ovule. Note, in bryophytes and pteridophytes, the male and female gametophytes have an independent free living existence. In gymnosperm and angiosperm, male and female gametophyte do not have free living existence. They remain within the sporangia retained on the sporophyte. The pollen grain are released from microsporangium and are carried in air currents, wind pollination or anemophily, and come in contact with the opening of micropyle of ovules on megasporophylls. Each pollen grain produces pollen tube carrying 2 male gametes, which grows towards archegonia in the ovule and releases or discharges its content of 2 male gametes near the mouth of archegonia. 1 male gamete fuses with female gamete and another male gamete degenerates. The fertilization is performed, which results in zygote, and then embryo formation occurred within the ovule. Now, fertilized ovule having embryo is called seed. These seeds are not covered with ovary wall or fruit wall, so they are called naked seeds. Means in gymnosperm, seeds are formed but ovary or fruits are not formed, so they are called naked seeded plants. Seeds containing embryo, which is in diploid condition 2n, form a new diploid sporophytic plants on germination. Pollinated pollens are stored in pollen chamber of ovule.